Welcome to the Official Personality Guru. ENFPs are often called the enthusiasts or the champions. These types win over crowds with their imagination, enthusiasm, and creativity. They are idea generators, innovators, and often gifted counselors, all in one. However, when they're emotionally burned out, they can seem more reserved, distanced, and confusing. Some friends might feel confused or shocked by this sudden change. Where is their optimistic, possibility-seeing friend? It may seem like an imposter has possessed their body. Responding to your ENFP friend in an understanding, validating way is essential during these times. Pointing out their emotional change and pressuring them to get back to normal will only make things worse. Today, let's talk about ENFP feelings and emotions and how the ENFP handles inner feelings. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to the Official Personality Guru and ring the bell icon to get regular updates on our latest uploads. And if you like this video, click the thumbs up button and share it with your friends. For the ENFP, their inner emotions are deeply important and something they value instead of neglect. While some personality types prefer to bury their emotions, this isn't something that feels natural or right for most ENFPs. They are more comfortable being open and sincere and dislike covering things up for the sake of others. ENFPs believe in expressing themselves and standing up for the things they believe in, and value their sense of inner morals because of this. They believe in sincerity. ENFPs believe in being honest and don't like covering up their feelings simply because someone wants them to. They don't feel comfortable burying their emotions and trying to run from them, since they are such a big part of who they are. ENFPs are logical people as well and enjoy researching and learning about new things. While they care about value and logic and reason, they focus a lot on their inner emotions. For the ENFP, addressing the things they are feeling is deeply important, and so they don't like hiding from these things. ENFPs want to understand themselves, and this is why they work hard to build this inner confidence, to go after what they want and follow their dreams. They need to take the time to understand what they are feeling. For the ENFP, processing. These emotions are what help them to understand what they truly experiencing inside. They value their wants and emotions, and so this is why even though they are extroverts sometimes, the ENFP needs time to themselves. Diving into these feelings and learning to understand them better helps the ENFP get a better realization of what they want from life. For them, following these dreams are meaningful and important to their happiness. They are unsure of themselves. When emotionally overwhelmed, the ENFPs tend to doubt their perceptions and judgments. They feel uncertain about their thoughts and judgments and overthink their conclusions. They worry about making the wrong decision, so they get stuck obsessing over facts and details, trying to discern a pathway out of their anxiety. They have strong morals. ENFPs have strong inner morals which come from their introverted feeling function. For the ENFP, holding on to these inner morals and values is an important part of who they are. These are deeply tied to their emotions. But for the ENFP, this isn't something fleeting. It comes from these firm emotions and beliefs which are rooted in who the ENFP truly is. They come from spending time inside of their minds and their complex inner imaginations. ENFPs develop these morals more and more over time, and for them having this challenged is very troubling. They don't like when people try to come against these beliefs or make the ENFP feel bad about them. For the ENFP, it is their own internal emotions that are important to them. Coming from their auxiliary function FI, while they do care about others and their emotions, they don't necessarily process them the same as a strong FE user would. While they care about their loved ones, they don't process or respond to outward emotions the same way. Instead, ENFPs make choices that are rooted from the inside and based on what they think and feel and are not dependent on the emotions of others. For the ENFP, developing this strong sense of self-awareness is what helps them become confident people as they mature. They are more quiet than usual. ENFPs that are emotionally overwhelmed retreat into their thoughts and seem far less gregarious than normal. They need to shut the door on the noise and pressure of the outside world and process their feelings and thoughts in depth. They become rigid. Tunnel vision is the curse of the emotionally overwhelmed ENFP. They've usually exhausted their intuition to such an extreme degree that they get stuck in the grip of their inferior function, or introverted sensation or SI. They become fixated in the best proven way to accomplish something and will try to gather facts and details to prove that this one direction is the only possible one. They become picky about details. Details that never bothered an ENFP before might suddenly seem glaring and overwhelming, while on an ordinary day they'd never notice the state of their desk. When they're emotionally overwhelmed, they might frenetically clean every nook and cranny, woe to the speck of dust that would stand in their way. They may have a monotone voice. ENFPs who are emotionally overwhelmed feel drained of external passion and energy. Unlike their typical energetic self, ENFPs in this state are so distracted by their own stress and uncertainty that they can force any animation into their face or tone of voice. They will often be withdrawn, distracted, and low energy. How about you as an ENFP or honorous personality type? How do you handle feelings and emotions? Specifically, handle inner feelings. Be sure to watch until the end and share your experience for a chance to have your comment pinned. This doesn't make them overly emotional. ENFPs are more capable of coping with and handling their own emotions because they're comfortable with them. They don't neglect these feelings or bury them inside for fear of experiencing them. Many people don't feel at ease with these emotions, and so instead of trying to understand them, they push them deep inside. For the ENFP, this isn't natural, and trying to stifle their own emotions is going to leave them feeling drained. They have a hard time when they are in situations where people won't accept their emotions or try to force the ENFP to keep these things to themselves. ENFPs need a sense of openness in their lives, which gives them a chance to be themselves without feeling restrained. They want to be sincere with those around them, and because of this sense of understanding, the ENFP is often more equipped to handle emotions. People might peg them as emotional people, but this isn't the case. Instead, they can often control them better. They aren't like to have outbursts all that often. Instead, they allow themselves to express things, and this helps them release those feelings slowly instead of all at once. Of course, under times of extreme stress, this might be different, but normal emotions aren't going to overwhelm the ENFP or cause them to overreact. This is why stereotypes aren't good to rely on, since many can claim that ENFPs are overly emotional people when this is not the case. Instead, they are simply people who value their emotions and listen to them. Instead of neglecting these inner feelings, ENFPs are equipped to handle their feelings because they don't ignore them or push them aside for a fear of being vulnerable or feeling too much. They do have moments where they can appear this way, but that doesn't mean ENFPs don't care about being logical. They simply take their feelings and morals into account more than they do basic logic and reason. This balance for the ENFP is important and depends on the situation and what their ultimate goal is. Before we continue, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give us a like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the Official Personality Guru for more amazing videos. Don't forget to ring the bell icon to stay updated with our content. They feel exhausted and are nauseous. ENFPs have a bit of pushing themselves too hard, often at the expense of their physical well-being. When they are trying to solve a problem or think of an idea, their focus is fixated on theories, possibilities, alternatives, and solutions. They often lose touch with their body's signals in their search for answers. When the emotional overwhelm sinks in, they suddenly feel the pangs of their physical neglect. Suddenly, they succumb to the exhaustion, aches, and churning stomach aches that they've brought upon themselves due to their lack of self-care.